Joining me now with tips for turning that drawing board plan into your dream home is Royal LePage realtor Amy Flowers. And it's a real concern for people because if you can't see it and touch it, it's hard to plunk that kind of money down on it.
Absolutely. One of the things that I always suggest to people is that you want to really realize you're purchasing a home. It's not a custom-made home. When you're purchasing a home from a builder, you need to find out for sure if you can do any structural changes.
Okay.
If you want to move walls or do anything like that, you really want to get permission first. You don't want to buy a house and then realize you can't. And then also you want to find out how much that's going to cost, because there could be significant costs involved with that.
And then for the interior, I mean, it's, you know, oh, you can pick this counter or that counter, and if you want this level up, then you're into another set of expenses.
Absolutely. That's the next step. That's more to the actual upgrades of the house. Things like that, people will be spending significant amounts of money. I would say your average $350,000 house, you'd be looking at $25,000 to $50,000 on average in upgrades.
Wow.
So I always suggest to people, make sure you have that in mind when you're selecting the home you want to purchase.
Because that home purchase price is not the absolute.
That's right. Absolutely. You're going to be adding and adding and adding to that, and it'll be going up and up. Then you've got your hidden costs that people don't even realize. Closing costs.
Right.
Whether you're buying resale or you're buying new, you're going to have closing costs associated with them. Closing costs, you're looking at, say, on average, a new home, you've got an extra, as you can see there, you've got an extra $2,000 in closing costs where you may not realize things like the water meter installation, the hydro, the driveway.
And there's significant costs, legal fees.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Estimated there at $1,000 for $350,000.
Exactly. So you're looking at $350,000. Resale, your average closing cost would be about $5,000. But new, you'd be looking at around $7,000.
What about a home inspection?
Absolutely.
When it's a new home.
Definitely. And people don't understand, but at Royal LePage, we
yeah, because you would think
suggest,
if you're buying new, then you shouldn't need to have a...
Exactly. However, you remember your home is under warranty from the builder, and your home is under warranty for 1 full year, and the builder is responsible for any of the deficiencies. So what we suggest is to have a home inspection done right before that 1 year period, and then that way, if there's any deficiencies maybe that you haven't found, they'll be able to find them, and your builder can take care of them for you.
Great advice. What about when they say it'll be ready October 1?
Oh, gosh. I see that's the most common issue that I see nowadays, builders being a little bit late in their closing dates. What I suggest to my clients, always have a backup plan. Whether you're having your two closing dates overlap a little bit, a month, 2 months, 6 months, you want to have your closing dates overlap, or another option would be to have a backup plan, say you're going to stay with family member or you're going to stay with friends, something like that.
So a plan B, because the builder is somewhat protected if there are labor disruptions or if there's some kind of an issue, they don't have to pay you because they're late.
Right. As long as they've given you the proper notice set out by the guidelines, then no, they can, as long as they've given you notice, then they're covered.
Amy Flowers, great advice. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.